Good afternoon and welcome back to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We're coming to you live from the Singapore FinTech Festival. Joining me for this segment, we have Heinrich Zetlmayer. He is the founder and managing director of BV Ventures, and we are going to focus on the rise of security tokens. It's great to see you again. Thank you very much for joining us. Now let's talk about the state of blockchain adoption as it exists right now.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes. Good to see you again in another country.
Yeah, thanks. We met in New York.
Yeah.
The entrepreneurial activity in blockchain technology is still exploding. I mean, there are still newer and newer projects coming, and that come now, I would say, into real-world adoption, more mass adoption. Companies, corporates, I think they're more at the level of proof of concepts, and I expect next year more the bigger pilots. But make no mistake, I think there are a lot of projects currently going on.
All right, and when we met at Consensus in May last year in New York City, a big topic there was, of course, the ICO adoption.
Yes.
Where are we right now with that? Is it still in the beginning phases, or is it taking off at this point, or is it still too early?
I think we are nearly at a full standstill of this ICO market.
Right.
Yeah? There were more than $18 billion raised, but just in the last month, extremely small. It's going on, but only high-quality projects really come to market, and we're in a transitionary phase, basically.
Right. So again, let's talk about that. What are you working on right now with BV Ventures, and what's next? Because right now, security tokens seem to be what's next.
Yes, I mean, we started very early with the security token offerings, where basically, the token represents an asset in the company, like a participation right or a conversion right into equity. And we have several ongoing. Most of them, honestly, are in FinTech, and some others are in, for example, gaming. Blockchain-enabled gaming is one of the biggest things.
Right. I mean, everyone associates blockchain with the capital markets, but it really can service just about any industry. But let me ask you a question just so our audience can understand.
Yeah.
What is the difference between an ICO and a security token?
Yeah, I mean, an ICO is an initial coin offering, and so with coin we typically understand a cryptocurrency or a utility coin which has some kind of functionality.
Right.
Whereas a security token is what most regulators classify as a security, so it's just an asset behind. And an asset could be everything from a participation right, a dividend right, but most classically it's simply tokenized equity in a company.
Right.
That's currently what we're doing and what we're seeing.
So as an investor, is it more safe to use a token security, or are they both safe? A token security almost sounds like stock ownership in my mind.
Yes, basically that's what it is.
Right.
It's just I would say an easier form of stock ownership, and when we will have regulated exchanges, because that's what's keeping at the moment the market for not really happening, is because we don't have the regulated exchanges.
Right.
But I think you can be pretty sure that by Q2 2019 we have a handful of regulated exchanges, very safely, a few in Europe and a few in the US.
That's interesting. It'll be a very different conversation that we'll have in May then.
Yes,
Consensus.
absolutely. Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining me as always, and thank you for joining me throughout the day. We're coming to you live from the Singapore FinTech Festival. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.